He just puts his hands, one hand on my butt, the other one on my sister's butt. What did you want to be when you were small? See, this story, if you laugh, and they asked me to fill this out myself, guess what your girl wrote? I want to be a headmistress. We're getting to know me better. How are you guys? How you feeling? How you feeling? Everything, my ensemble. So this video is going to help us get to know each other better. I'm very excited. Can you tell? I'm very, very excited. I have my questions here for the get to know me tag. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the one, the only Daniela Ukwa. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. I'm doing this video because of you. First things first, if you're stopping by, you need to subscribe. You need to subscribe. This channel is for you. It is the channel you didn't know you needed, right? So guys, let's get to it. This is a get to know me, so let's put this out. You need to see my real face. We need to talk to each other, okay? So I'm going to be answering a few questions today, and I'm excited because there's some questions here that I'm just like, do I really want people to know that? But I mean, if we're going to grow and get to love each other, we need to know more about each other, right? So, first question is an obvious question. What is your name? My name is Chizorom Daniela Ukwa. So, yeah, I would say that Cheesy for short. I grew up being called Cheesy. So Chizorom, the short form is Cheesy. And that is what most of my childhood friends and family and loved ones my childhood friends and family know me as. So Chizorom Daniela Ukwa, okay? So the next question here says, where are you from? I'm from Abia State, Nigeria. I currently reside in Abuja, Nigeria, and that is where I make my videos from. Are you single? No, I'm not single. I am a mother of 2, and I have a beautiful, handsome, Odogu Billiams. I have a husband, and we have a family, beautiful family. So I'm not single, I'm married. I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see my beautiful family. FYI, we turned 6 years in a couple of days, actually. So we should say happy married. What do I say? We should say happy anniversary. How old were you when you got married? I was 22 when I got married. I have a video on that. So if you want to watch it, I'll leave it up here so you can watch how I got married at the age of 22. Pretty young, I know. How many siblings do you have? I have 5 siblings. I'm from a family of 8. We are 6 children, and then our parents, 4 girls and 2 boys. I'm the 4th of the girls, and I'm the 4th born, so that makes me the last girl in my family. And yeah, my dad calls me the last chick because look at me, guys, look at me. I'm literally the last chick. So yeah, I have siblings and I love them so much. Why did you start YouTube, and what should we expect? You should expect everything that this beautiful girl is bringing. I started YouTube because I consume YouTube a lot. Long story short, I know that this platform is where God has sent me to. I believe that we need a lot of positive, godly content on the internet, and that's why I'm here. So just to break it to you, what you should expect, this channel is a faith-based channel. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus and his saving power. So see, if you're struggling with your spiritual walk, if you are in doubt that there's a God that exists, you want to subscribe to this channel. If you just want to see how to live a life that pleases God, if you are scared that giving your life to Christ would make you lose yourself, will make you look haggard and ratchet, or make you miss out of things in life, then this channel is for you. I'm here to inspire you to live purposefully, to live to please the one who designed you and created you, okay? So that's what we're about, everything purpose, everything. So it's going to be everything, vlogs, show my children, my family, my work, my career, what I do for a living, and just, we're going to have fun. Let's have fun, okay? So now we have more interesting questions, random questions. So it says, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? If I could live anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? If I'm being honest, I wouldn't pick a particular location, right? even though I know the present situation of our country, right? But I would live where God has sent me to be. I'm very big on purpose. But yeah, if I'm going to, I don't know if I can pick a location. However, in that place, I should be able to afford like the basic things that I need, right? Like domestic help. So what is your biggest fear? Being alone. I don't want to be alone. Now, let me explain. My biggest fear is doing this life alone. My biggest fear is doing this life without God. I don't want to do this life without God. I don't ever want to imagine that I'm making decisions, doing things without having the backing of my Father, my Heavenly Father. I can't imagine not being in the will of God. That's like my biggest fear. The thought that I can be doing something, but that thing, in the grand scheme of things, is not pleasing to God. It's not the will of God for my life. It's no, I think that's my biggest fear. Just maybe picking a career or picking a place to live or picking something to start up, and it's just going to take me away from the will of God. That's my biggest fear. And so I'm always just listening to hear, should I move? Daddy, is this your will? Call me back, drag my ear, pull my wig, like take everything away if I'm out of your will. So definitely that would be my number one. I don't have fears, but that would be the biggest fear I could ever think of having. What is your favorite family vacation? My favorite family vacation. Now, is this an aspiration? I don't know. But I would say that right now, my immediate family, which is my husband and my children, we've not had a family vacation, but we've had a couple vacation. I'm looking forward to a family vacation with the right support because I don't know what the vacation where we're going to be struggling to take care of the kids. How are we supposed to be? How are we supposed to rest? I beg God, please. But if I'm thinking of my favorite family vacation yet in the past, would be the vacation with my immediate family, so my siblings and my parents, where we went to Turkey. When we went so in Turkey, we started from Istanbul, then we went to Antalya, and then from there we went to London. It was a fantastic vacation. So if you know anything about Nigerian families, we like to say we are going on vacation abroad, and we end up staying in a hotel or staying in a short-let apartment and shopping. And you find that you come back from your vacation and you're not even rested. You didn't even tour the city. You have no idea of the tourist attractions in that city. You have no idea of the culture. You have no idea of their history. You have no idea of some places. You just go there, carry your bags for every day from different shops to the other. That's not a vacation. But this particular one was a vacation because we were tourists. Like, we were not thinking of shopping. We had packed all our outfits for this holiday, and it was just so nice. Let me even tell you guys one thing that happened. While we were in Antalya, we were in a mall or maybe like a supermarket. So we came out, on our way home, and then on our way back to the place where we were staying, this guy pulls up in his bike and he's like, "Oh, can I take a picture? Oh, African," something like that. "Can I take a picture? You're so beautiful." So it was me and my sister. So we stopped and we allowed him to take a picture of us. Guess what happened? That's how this man, I'm going to take picture now. Someone was about to take us the picture. He just puts his hands, one hand on my butt, the other one on my sister's butt. That's how we screamed. Like, what is this? What is going on? Baba, you start using the F word on us and hop back on his bike and rode away. Ha! I say, you people, hey, God. I was just like, how dare you? Oh, no. Me and my sister were stunned. We couldn't move. We're just thinking, what should we have done? How can this happen to us in broad daylight? Molestation in broad daylight. No. At our age, we're not children now. We're all in our 20s. Regardless of that fact, that was like my best family vacation, hands down. What would you change about yourself if you could? What would I change about myself if I could? I don't know. I've come to a place where I love me. I wouldn't change anything about myself. I would only say that I probably should have learned the power of appreciating yourself earlier. And that's what I would have changed. Yeah, that's it. What's your biggest pet peeve? Do you really want to know that? Are we really talking about that? So I don't like it when people are not straightforward. So let me just say it. Don't be two-faced. If you don't like someone, say you don't like the person. You don't have to cut corners, or you don't have to pretend. I just feel like being straightforward is one of the hardest, most difficult virtues most difficult virtues to find. And if you find it in a friend who is straightforward with you, who can tell you what they need to tell you in kindness, I think that's a big deal. It's definitely a thumbs up for me. So yeah, not being straightforward is definitely a pet peeve for me. What's the favorite thing about your career? Oh, who's asking me this? So the favorite thing about my career is that I get to do what I love. So I am a marketing and communications professional, and I have done this for well over 8 years now. And it's so beautiful to see that these things come to me so naturally. And whilst I studied international relations in university as my first degree, I don't think I'm necessarily doing exactly that in terms of my day job, not my volunteer activities. But yeah, I get to do what I love. I get to think creatively. I get to conceptualize, strategize, and see my ideas come into fruition, and then see a brand literally grow because of my input. That's a privilege. So yeah, that's the favorite thing about my career. I absolutely love being a comms girl, a marketing girl. I definitely do love that. What is your proudest accomplishment in this life? I have so many accomplishments. Aside the fact that I am a child of God, that's like my biggest accomplishment. The fact that I am confident that I have God, the Almighty, as my Father is definitely an accomplishment. I didn't accomplish it, of course, Jesus did. But the fact that I was able, by the help of God, by the grace of God, to receive that love and enjoy it for well over what now? Going to 10 years. By next year, it'll be 10 years since I got saved. So that's my biggest accomplishment in this life ever. I've had pretty good wins. And contrary to popular belief, I would say my marriage is one of them. And not because of just being married, the fact that I'm married according to the will of God for my life. And I know that. That's huge for me. So yes, let's move on. What makes you laugh the most? Me, myself, and I make myself laugh. I think about things and I just laugh. I'm 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 a comedy to behold. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What? I make myself laugh. Like sometimes my friends also get me like, "How are you okay? Like, how are you a mom?" My sister always says it that I hope none of your children are like you. You are some. They're not okay. So I think I make myself laugh pretty much most of the time. Yes. What did you want to be when you were small? When I was little, see this story. If you laugh, I will come for you. When I was little, we had this harvest activity or harvest event in my church where they'll pick little girls, little children, and make them harvest princes and harvest princesses. So I was one of the harvest princesses. You know, you're supposed to come to church on that day looking cute, carry your basket of fruits or yam or whatever, and then you stand in front of the church and people will then come to you and buy the things you have in your basket, and the money that is raised, all the money is raised on that day will go to the church. And so people will patronize you, maybe because of you, because of your biography on the bulletin and different other things people would patronize you for. And so I was really excited to be Harvest Princess this year. Guess what, guys? So part of it was I supposed to have your biography on the bulletin, and part of the questions that were included in that biography was what do you want to be when you grow up? Another one they wrote was what is your hobby? And guess what? I was like, maybe I was 7 and they asked me to fill this out myself. Guess what your girl wrote? I said, I want to be a headmistress. You heard that right. I wanted to be a headmistress when I was small. Now let me tell you why. So you see the thing about primary school. I don't know how it is for you guys in other parts of the world though, but you see in Nigeria, when is your birthday? They will cut a huge chunk of the cake and give it to the headmistress or the proprietor or whatever they call the head of the school. Then they'll give them like 7 party packs. Maybe I'm graduating, maybe like 3 party packs. And as a child, I used to see this thing happen. So in my school, the celebrant of that day would go along with the teacher, with the gift and the cake to the headmistress to present the gift. Now, for us, we had the headmistress. And then she would either pray for you or gift you a book from the library and stuff. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I get to have all this cake, all these goodies just because I'm headmistress. I get to have 4 party packs to myself. Who would not want to be headmistress? Like, who cares about being a doctor? Who cares about being a lawyer? What are those professions? Nothing to me. So I wanted to be a headmistress when I was small. Interestingly, when they asked me as well, what are your hobbies? Guess what I wrote? Sleeping. That was the only hobby I wrote there. Sleeping. When I was younger, I really liked to sleep. I don't know if it's part of the fact that I was born prematurely at 28 weeks, thereabouts. Story for another day. Maybe I have my mom on this channel to talk about that story. Now, but I remember that I used to love to sleep a lot. Like when it was time for siesta, everybody can be struggling and crying. I don't want to sleep. Cheesy? No, 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 no. Daniela is up on that bed. She's sleeping. I can even sleep the next day. No shaking. Like, I love to sleep. But why would they publish that? Immediately they saw that thing. Why didn't they ask my parents for permission before publishing that thing? By the time my parents saw it on Sunday, they were laughing. They were laughing. And then they trolled me almost all my life. But it is what it is. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Plantain. If you don't like plantain, how can we be friends? It's definitely plantain, guys. Definitely plantain. So I can eat plantain with beans. Okay, even beans too. Plantain with rice, plantain with stew, plantain with pap, plantain. Enough said. Have you ever had a nickname, and what is it? I've never had a nickname. So like I said in the beginning of this video, the short form of my native name, which is Chizorom, is Cheesy, and so everybody really called me Cheesy growing up. So you call that a nickname because some people felt that it was cheesy, as in CHEESY, but it's actually CHIZZY. So Cheesy is short form for Chizorom. So yeah, no nicknames. Do you like surprises or not? I do like surprises. I feel like it's very special, not because you feel surprised. It's special because people or a person thought about you so much that they wanted to give you an experience you remember. And I feel like everybody should experience a surprise at least once in their lifetime. So just imagine somebody's planning something for a long time, no matter how small, even if it's like a day or half a day, but they thought that you were special enough to give attention, to want to see your reaction, being surprised, to pleasantly surprise you, because some people can surprise you unpleasantly. That's not what we're talking about here, but I definitely love surprises. Surprise me, guys. Surprise me. If money was no object, what would you do all day? I'll do this. I'll definitely do YouTube all day. I'll definitely do a lot of volunteering. I'll definitely do a lot of teaching and equipping people, in leadership, personal development. I'll definitely do a lot of consulting. Hopefully we get to the point where that can be a reality, and yeah, I would definitely do that. So basically doing what I'm doing, but not with the pressure of an actual job. Yeah. So if you would go back in time, what year would you travel to? If I could go back in time, I'll definitely travel to year 2009, 10. And I think that I would have given my life to Christ that year and not in 2013, because the events that happened, I feel like I could have avoided them, and I would have maybe avoided certain mistakes as well. So yeah, I would definitely go back to that year and change that. What are your hobbies? Somebody slept sleeping. You're cancelled, blocked from this channel. Never again. My hobbies, I like to dance. I know, I said it. I like to dance. Fun fact, when I was in high school, I used to dance a lot. I was in my school's dance team. So basically representing the school for dance. We used to call it the Bringington Team, BIO. You do an actual audition for this, mind you. And if you don't pass, you don't get to be in the school's dance team. So I like to dance. I like to worship with people. I like to gist. I like to just talk to people that I love. And what is the best gift you have been given? There are many gifts, but I would say that it should definitely be one of the gifts that my husband gave me when we were really, really, really young. And I knew that he didn't have money, as much money to buy me a gift. And then he came to my house with a cake, a very nice cake, and a huge card. You know, these big cards, very huge card. And my sister was like, only you. He had written like sweet words in it. That's definitely one of the best gifts I've received. It's the thoughtfulness for me. It's the intentionality for me. So if you don't know, like, another thing you should know is that I like love. If you don't know it's now, no peace. So that when you see me on this channel talking about love, I like love. I like to be loved, and I like to love, and I like to dish out love. We're sharing love here. So if this is your first time Again, you're welcome. Welcome to my channel officially. It's open now. Share. This is official welcome. Welcome to the Daniela Ukwa. We waited for you. Now you're here and we're excited. Let's do this. Can we make this a blast? Until my next video. Bye bye.